Very good evening, students. Today, in this small YouTube video learning session, we are going to talk a very important topic from the prospect of Indian history. This may be a topic related to the modern history or may also be called up as a topic related to medieval history. Reason being, the topic which we are going to talk about, it is related to the decline of the Mughal dynasty. Now, once we are talking about Mughals, we need to understand Mughals or Mughal period in India or in Indian subcontinent was exist within the time frame of 1526 AD to 1857 AD. This time was a time frame where the Mughals had shown their presence in the subcontinent. They had not only came as a power from the outside the subcontinent, but eventually they had established into the country, and by their course of action they were not only established but ruled the country for more than 300 years. Now the reasons as per the historian's perspective which we need to analyze, by which we can understand the Mughals have got the damage of their own roots, were the different reasons and different perspectives by which the Mughals had declined in this particular country. Now if we talk about seriously on this note, we shall be able to know there are multiple reasons or there are numerous reasons by which the Mughals had gone through this lean page. If we talk about these measuring ideas, we shall be able to talk certain fundamental reasons by which Mughals had declined. The reason number one, that is very clear, it was the way their rulers ruled over India. Now, why, when I'm saying that the way the rulers ruled over the India, that meant for the Mughals had started the dynasty to commence the Mughal empire in a way where they were thinking to destruct the India, and they want to be a looter initially, but later they had changed their prospect by they were not thinking about their dynasty's wealth or the patronage of their further system. Rather, they were thinking about the very awkward aspects of the dynasty of combating each other and fighting for liquor and for womanizing. Further, the reason for their debacle is the policies of Aurangzeb and the policies of the Mughals by which they had tackled the other non-Muslim societies. The Jizya Kar, the tax for the non-Hindus, non-Muslims, and the so many other destructive efforts by their own, by which they had targeted the masses into a shape of a destructive dynasty. On the other hand, loyals versus non-loyals was the matter of their debacle. The policies related to the foreign affairs and the dependency of their own rulers, especially the governors and the dependent ones, had make them weaken in terms of their own liability and responsibility. The rulers like Shah Jahan, Jahangir had not think about the water bodies development, especially the water transport development, by which the Britishers and the other powers were getting into the subcontinent, and this is one of the major reasons of decline of the Mughals. Once we are talking about the policies of Mughals, especially the policy of Aurangzeb and the others like Shah Jahan and Jahangir related to Hindus, related to Marathas, related to Sikh and other native rulers, especially Rajputs, were not adequate enough. Likewise there in Akbar's ruling, and that was also the reason by which the Hindu society were not enabled to look forward their loyalty towards Mughals. Likewise, they do into the time of the Akbar. Further, there are certain problems and prospects related to their own demerit, especially as a character of Mughal rulers. Not many Mughal rulers after Aurangzeb was known for their name. Reason being, they are known by their own area's dynasty. Their interest was liquor and to look after the women's for their harems. And these are certain reasons by which we can understand the last pin in their coffin had been getting entered by themselves. So this is what the story behind the decline of Mughals. On the contrary, the superpowers like Europeans were competent and administratively very charged up, and they are very aggressive as far as an administrator is concerned. So these are the reasons by which the Mughals were declined and they passed on the power from them to the others. For this particular lecture, we shall conclude here and we will be able to pursue certain other topics. Till then, it's good night.